Most golfers aren't confused because they lack information. They're confused because they're trying to play a game that doesn't quite fit them. And over time, that mismatch gets exhausting. This is 3-Putt Paulie, aka the Golf Tech Nerd, where I'm a regular golfer using data to make better decisions and improve my game, and hopefully yours as well. The goal of this channel has never been perfect swings or quick fixes. That's not what we do. It's about understanding what's really happening well enough to make calmer, smarter decisions on the course. So before we dive into this final topic, I want to take a second to frame where we are. This is the final video in a 12-part series about playing more playable golf. Over the last several videos, I've talked about things like tendencies, averages, dispersion, decision-making, practice, and where data helps versus where it doesn't. But if this video resonates with you, and you haven't seen the earlier ones, I'd encourage you to go back and watch them in order. They'll give this conversation a lot more context, because this video isn't about adding something new, it's about tying everything together. Now, most golfers don't struggle because they lack information. They struggle because they're trying to play two games at once. The game they actually have, and the game they think they should have. That gap is where frustration lives. And this entire series has really been about closing that gap. So playable golf doesn't mean conservative golf. It doesn't mean laying back all the time. It doesn't mean never taking chances. Playable means playing a game you recognize. It means choosing shots you can repeat, accepting misses you understand, and setting expectations you can live with. Playable golf is honest golf. Now, most golfers don't consciously copy other players. They do it subtly. They borrow yardages that aren't theirs, shot shapes they don't own, strategies built for different misses. They watch better players play aggressively and assume that's confidence. But what they're really seeing is alignment. Those players are playing a game that fits them. When you borrow the strategy without the alignment, you borrow the frustration too. Now, this is the part most golfers resist. Your golf identity isn't built from unlimited options. It's built from constraints. Your typical carry distances, your common misses, your physical limitations, your mental tendencies under pressure. Those aren't weaknesses, they're boundaries. And boundaries don't trap you, they define the space where you can play freely. Good golfers aren't aggressive all the time. They know when to attack, when to defend, and when bogey is just fine. That judgment doesn't come from bravado, it comes from knowing this shot fits my game, that one doesn't. That's identity-driven golf. So real confidence isn't believing you'll hit the perfect shot, it's knowing where your miss usually goes, what trouble you've taken out of play, and what outcome you can live with. That kind of confidence doesn't spike, it settles. And when things go wrong, because they always do, it gives you somewhere steady to stand. Now this matters. Your playable golf identity is not a life sentence. It evolves. As your skill improves, your ranges change. Your dispersion tightens. Your options expand. Under pressure, it might shrink again, and that's normal. The goal isn't to outgrow your identity, it's to update it honestly. So before I end this series, I want to say something plainly. Golf gets a lot more enjoyable when you stop trying to become a different golfer. Not a better version of someone else. Not the swing you saw on YouTube, not the strategy that works for a scratch player with a different body and a different miss and a different tolerance for risk. Your job isn't to chase an ideal version of golf. Your job is to build a version of the game that fits you. That means playing shots you recognize, making decisions that don't require hope, accepting that some days your game expands and some days it contracts, and that's okay. Because when you play your game on purpose, you stop fighting the course, you stop fighting yourself, and the round starts to feel calmer. This is where real enjoyment comes from. Not from perfect swings, not from chasing numbers, but from standing over the ball knowing, I understand my game. I know what this swing is likely to do, and I've chosen a shot I can live with. That's confidence without pretending. That's playable golf. So thanks for watching. If this series helped you, like and subscribe, and check out the links in the description. And remember, play your game, play it honestly. That's how golf stays fun. Bad swings are part of the deal. Good data tells you what to do next.